It's been a while since professional wrestling has been this hot. Both WWE and AEW are seeing their fair share of growth and excitement. WWE just got CM Punk. AEW just signed Will Ospreay. 2024 is looking like a great year to be a wrestling fan. If you stopped watching or you haven't been watching, it's the perfect time to begin or get back into it. With that said, there is one name that just sort of faded away that people just stopped talking about. In September, she was the hottest thing in the business. She was the talk of the town. Her name was Jade Cargill. What happened to her? I think we have some details, and I don't think most of you will be shocked by it. Well, let's get right into it, right here in Alyx's world.
Login complete. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Jade Cargill, I think in September, right? September, news broke that she was finishing up with AEW and making the move to World Wrestling Entertainment. Now, this was a big deal. Because, look, it's not a Cody Rhodes going from AEW to WWE, or even a CM Punk going to WWE, because those guys came from WWE. They at least went to WWE first, then came to AEW and went back. Still big losses, but not like shockers. We could see that happening. Jade Cargill, by all intents and purposes, is an AEW original. She was introduced to the world through AEW first. And so I assumed, like many of you assumed, she was going to be there for a while. She never even competed, not once, for the AEW Women's Championship. The TBS title, yes, but the top championship. Not against Britt Baker, not against Thunder Rosa, not against Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm, Saraya, Hikaru Shida, none of them. They just kept her, for the most part, on Rampage. She had that long run with the title, and she never went anywhere above that. Then afterwards, when she was done with it, when she lost to Chris Statlander twice, she said, all right, off to WWE. Shocking. Huge shocker. I would have thought Tony Khan would fight more for her. Now, apparently he tried to, but it wasn't enough. I guess she felt like AEW was not her platform to become the megastar she believes, and we all believe, she can be. And that is sad. It's a reality that we all had to come to. As much as we love AEW and as much as we think it is a great professional wrestling platform, it's nowhere close to the business typhoon, the Hollywood magnet that is WWE. Because a lot of people who go from WWE to Hollywood are very successful. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, John Cena, even Batista. Freaking Seth Rollins is going to be in a Marvel film. Becky Lynch was at one point going to be in a Marvel film. Jade Cargill wants that. Bianca Belair, I think, signed on to a Hollywood agency. Sometimes you just got to do what's best for you. So Jade made the jump. And at first, she was all over the place. She was on NXT. She was on WWE Raw, WWE SmackDown. We were just wondering, okay, where is she going to show up? Where is she? Where's she going to show up? And then she just disappeared. Gone. So what happened? Did they get cold feet? Did they realize she's not as good as she was? Look here, can I be real with you? I think they knew exactly what they were getting when she signed. I think what happened was Jade Cargill caught so much attention, so much lightning in a bottle, that they were pressured to debut her when they knew she wasn't ready. But when you have someone with so much attention, you have to capitalize on it. And Triple H is someone that is always going to capitalize on a talent's potential. You will never see him not try to do it. But at the same time, there was that air of hesitancy with her, and there should be. because she has an amazing look. The potential for Jade Cargill to transcend the wrestling business is it's indescribable. You can't calculate how big she'll be. And the fact that she's already appealing where she is at this stage of her career, and let's call it like it is, she's green. She just started not that long ago. She's still green. But the fact that she's still appealing now, imagine what she can be when she really becomes good, when she understands the business, psychology, inside the ring, outside the ring, promos, how to make people care. She is going to be huge. But that takes time. All the time in the world she has. So when Triple H, getting into it, when the game was asked about Jade Cargill on her absence, why she suddenly was missing television time, here's what he had to say. And this was during the Survivor Series press conference, 2023 press conference. I am going to read this verbatim. I think this clip is on YouTube. I'm not going to play the clip because, you know, WWE sometimes, and copyright. But here's what he had to say. I have no less belief in her now than I did before. It's interesting. When she came in, we talked about her development and where she would land, but what the development was. I want to make sure that no matter what is thrown at Jade Cargill, she's ready. And at no fault of her own, I think she was limited in that, right? So the idea is, we exposed her, we made her be seen, people are understanding, and they're waiting. And they're excited to see her to come. When she does, it's going to be massive. I just think that we're making sure that when she's ready, I don't want a pitch to get thrown at her that she's never seen before. I want, no matter what the pitch is, she's going to crack that thing out of the park. Because that's, you can see, okay, this is a ellipses here. Because that's, you can just see it in her. Yeah, I guess that was a pause. This is like a literal transcript, transcribing of what he said. But you can just see it in her. That's the presence she has. That's the star she is. You've yet to see her do anything in WWE. And yet I can probably name 5 or 10 people here who would go like, oh, damn, that's a dream match. Bianca Belair, 1. I got you. Without her doing a thing. So I'm in no rush for her to, when she says, I'm ready, I'm ready. So that was an ellipses too. I'll put this down below in the description. You can read it for yourself. But ultimately, she ain't ready. That was a very diplomatic, kind way of saying she ain't ready yet. One of the things that I said when the news even broke that she was leaving AEW to go to WWE, one of the first things I said was, put her on NXT. Because she's not ready yet. Put her on NXT. Because she needs time. She needs space. She needs to work with people on her level or better than her, at least on a, what's the word I'm looking for? On a platform that she can, there's a word there that I'm missing here, but on a platform that she can get that exposure, she can get the experience, but also grow without hurting her in the sense of she's overexposing herself and we're seeing things that aren't working, but she can work out the kinks. But also be able to build some sort of notoriety. Again, I don't know what word I was looking for, but I think I got the point across. That's what NXT is for. You get the experience, you get the idea of where the hard camera is, and people are still keeping an eye on you and still know about you. But you're working out your kinks in a way where, all right, it's like with comedy. When people do comedy tours, you're going to do a lot of these small clubs where you're trying out new jokes. Some of them don't work. Some of them are absolutely abysmal. Even the best comedians. Kevin Hart, for example. Chris Rock. Some of their jokes that you see on the big, whether it's the big screen or on these Netflix or whatever streaming services you see them on, some of those jokes went through hundreds of rewrites And at first, when you, like, if you go back to when the joke first started, it was terrible. Crickets. But he kept telling it in different ways. All right, let me try it this way. Let me try it that way. Let me try it this way. And then on the 100th time, oh, banger. Cool. Put that in the bank. That is Jade Cargill. That is what we need to do. Right now, she's still green. She's still not able to go out there and know what to say, know what to do to make people pop. Now, we've seen her work in AEW. We've seen what she can do. And there are a lot of things she's already doing that's great. Her promo skills, fire. Her presence, fire. But the moment the bell rings, not the greatest in the world. It's not. And she will be the first one to tell you that. It ain't because she's, how do I put this? It's not that she's incapable. Because I think a lot of people, especially here on YouTube and this thing we call the WC, the internet wrestling community. Well, just people on the internet, period. Once they see you do something bad once, they think that's you. They define you by your worst moments. They define you by your mistakes. They don't understand that in life, the whole idea is we all make the mistakes, but it's the best ones. It's the ones that learn from those mistakes that become successful in life. That's the key to life. Learning from your mistakes and doing better. Because there's a lot of people watching me right now that will never do better. They had decided that I'm going to keep making these mistakes. I can't fix myself. Deal with it. No, we won't deal with it. You deal with yourself. That's why they're lonely. And what ends up happening with those people is that they go through life miserable, bitter, and not understanding, why is it that people don't like me? Why does nobody like me? Because you didn't get better. You make these mistakes and just said, well, that's me. No, Jade Cargill is not that person. Jade Cargill, I can tell you right now, yeah, she's green, but she needs to make those mistakes. She needs to fall on her face. She needs to have bad promos, bad matches, so she can look back at them and go, okay, what did I do wrong there? What can I do to do better? What can I do to become better? It's sharpening that knife. It's sharpening that diamond. Scrubbing that rock. Cleaning it here until it becomes a diamond. She needs that. That's what Jade Cargill needs. She needs to go on NXT. She needs to fight, I don't even know who's on NXT. Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, Lola, wherever they have, Lola Vice, there you go. Let her fight there. Let her build a reputation there and grow. Let Shawn Michaels have her for a year. Let Shawn Michaels tweak her. Let Shawn Michaels try her out this way. Try her out that way. Okay, now you're a babyface. Okay, now you're a heel. Let's try you out here. Then once she understands what works, she has a catchphrase, she has a look, a certain way of going about things, certain words that she can say, certain looks, a certain movement, hell, a taunt, a catchphrase. Once she understands the psychology of the business, boom, then you debut her. Then you send her up to the top. All right, Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. Ooh, Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. I'm telling you right now, Jade Cargill is replacing Charlotte Flair. You are sick of Charlotte Flair. I know you are. I get it. You're going to be sick of Jade Cargill too, because that's her replacement. I remember when they debuted her on, was it SmackDown? When Jade Cargill showed up on SmackDown and Jade had that face-off with Charlotte, I said, well, Charlotte, meet your replacement. Y'all know Jade Cargill has massive mainstream appeal. I said it right. Mainstream appeal. She is going to do great things, not just for WWE, but wrestling. She's already making a name for herself, and she's not even ready yet. She hasn't even reached her full potential, and she knows it. And that's the best thing about Jade, and why I think she's going to be huge. She's not cocky. She knows she needs to work. She knows she's not ready yet. She knows that there is so much room for her to grow, to harness whatever talent she has, and turn that into something that is valuable. I can't even tell you how good she'll be in 5 years. She might be great in 3 years. It might take her longer. But when she's ready, best believe the world is going to know who Jade Cargill is. I think Jade Cargill, and I mean this, and I'm not just saying this because, you're an advocate for female wrestling. No, I mean this. I think Jade Cargill has potential to be bigger than anybody on the female wrestling roster right now. I mean that. Bigger than Becky Lynch, bigger than Bayley, bigger than Io Sky, bigger than Kairi Sane, bigger than Asuka, bigger than Charlotte Flair. Bianca Belair, that one I might be willing to debate which one will be bigger, because I think Bianca is going to blow up when she starts doing Hollywood films. You're not ready for the star Bianca's going to become. Same thing with Montez Ford. Montez Ford and her are going to be big stars. But Jade Cargill might be right next to her. You don't know what you got in Jade Cargill because you're seeing her now when she's green. And wrestling fans who don't see nuance, who are incapable of seeing nuance, who think that you are your mistakes, they're never going to see her as good. They're going to remember, oh, she had that one bad match in AEW. That's how bad she is for the rest of her life. Because they're idiots. And they're incapable of growing, which is why they're miserable. Triple H sees superstar potential. You see, the sane wrestling fans see megastar potential in Jade Cargill. All she needs is time. They gotta sharpen this knife. They gotta rub and dust off this rock. They got to let her go through the system. She has to earn her stripes. So yeah, I'm happy she didn't debut. I would have been look here. I love the girl, but if they want to take her off TV for a full year until she's ready, go for it. I don't care. I don't mind seeing her until 2025. Let her work. Start over. Revamp yourself. Get good. Get better. Because if people were talking about you when you were green, imagine what people are going to say when you're good. When it's undeniable that you're one of the best talents in wrestling. Now we're making big money with you. And let me tell you something. Since Jade Cargill is a Triple H project, there ain't no way he's going to debut her right now. He's not going to let one blemish touch her because she's officially a Triple H kid. A Triple H project. And when you're a Triple H project, you get special attention. Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, Bayley, Sammy, KO, Gargano, Ciampa. When you are a Triple H project, it's different. Jade's going to be just fine. So if you're worried about her, just wait. You got plenty of time to watch AEW, WWE. CM Punk just came back. Will Ospreay is going to be in AEW soon. You'll be able to miss her. But when the next time you see her, and she's killing it, you'll be glad that you gave her that time to get better. There you go. That's my thoughts on Jade Cargill. Give me your thoughts down below. How do y'all feel? Are you excited about Jade Cargill? Just curious to know where people's heads are at. But regardless of how you feel, thank you for watching. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day as you file out to all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the amazing viewership I've gotten over the last 24 hours. And I'm happy to close things off talking about this young talent. We always got to look towards the future. CM Punk is the now. Jade Cargill is the future. So, keep watching. And wrestling is just getting started. We are going to get a golden era sooner than later. I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World for more great content about professional wrestling. Because this place will and always be, well, is, now, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. When you're